What's up, guys? Jason of 1980's Revolution down here in what used to be the cave. We can no longer call it the cave. No, we now have to call it the mess, the disaster, the potential mistake. No, we're not going to call it the mistake. Today, this morning, I took the liberty of moving the second shelf over. This had the Dallas stuff, it had the Rambo stuff, and it had some random A-Team figures. It had the Michael Knight kit car. Yeah, it had all that. It also had the horror stuff on top. It had the talking Freddy Krueger doll. It had the the Chucky doll. It had all of my Tales from the Crypt Keeper figures, Mad Balls, things like that. That's going to go into a horror shelf. There will be a horror-themed shelf. So I took all that off the top. I don't know if you can see. No, we'll move the camera. In fact, we'll do that now. I brought over some other stuff to add to the top of the shelf. So I have my Air Jammer Road Rammers, my Michelle Tanner talking doll that I was going to actually sell on eBay, but it literally sells for like 12 bucks, boxed. So that's staying right there. My Dallas Cowboy Huddle, my Cabbage Patch. So that's how we, I don't know. We kind of lost a little space. No big deal. So I put all that. Now I made the difficult decision to put the Pee Wee's playset back in the box, but that's okay. That's okay. We need to do this. So I took some stuff down from over here. Right. Remember, there was a bunch of stuff stacked up here. And I moved it over to here. So we're going to work on this shelf here, organizing stuff. And then we have this shelf to move over. And this is going to be easy. This is just Karate Kid, Dukes of Hazzard stuff. I'd like to be able to somehow get Dukes of Hazzard in here and continue condensing. So let's get you all back set up with me. And let's do some maneuvering. Still rocking this Mad Elf 11% octane, high octane beer. This time in a glass, not a chalice. This is number 2 on the evening. And now, yeah, you know what this means. All right, 11.5% alcohol. Just plain 11% alcohol. When somebody goes like this, you know what's happening. So I'm going to move the Dallas stuff down because that's where it was before. It was down on the last 2 shelves, and the Rambo stuff was in here. So we're probably going to, here, let me keep getting this Dallas stuff down. To save some space, this decanter, this J.R. Ewing statue whiskey decanter is this tall. And so that's why I had to have, well, the box went down this way, but the decanter actually stood in here. That's why I've got such a huge gap here. But I brought that upstairs. That is currently being displayed in the post-Christmas decoration theater room because J.R. Ewing belongs upstairs. So we're going to condense the Dallas stuff because it's trinkets and doodads and whatnots. In fact, this is a Christmas ornament that I should probably hang on the Christmas tree. But so we're going to condense all this, and this is all Dallas stuff. I've gone through it with you guys before. The South Fork J.R. Ewing belt buckle. Alright, but all that stuff is usually down lower. So we're going to, oh, I don't even have a shelf for this. Wait, but I do. I do somewhere. Do I? I thought that I had a shelf. Oh, we could really use another shelf. Let me see what I can find. I think I have another, but then I don't have the pegs to actually hold a shelf. All right, we're gonna make do. All right, I am gonna try to get as much Rambo stuff in this section that I can, and then try to use this larger section for other stuff. So we're gonna utilize. All right, so the Rambo figures are great. They really are. I love the line. It is nowhere near complete, but I think that if we really pack these guys in, we can get Rambo into this shelf. So we're gonna put the weapons in there, or the vehicles. I only have 2. We have a couple of carded items that we're going to try to stuff back here. Get them out of the way. We've got a boxed Rambo Nintendo game. We'll try to get that back here. So it's kind of the backdrop of the shelf. We have a carded figure that we can get in here. Actually, we can't. So we'll put. You know what? We're gonna do something with carded figures. Carded figures just need to be shown some love. So I'm actually going to use the back of this shelf right here, and I'm going to display some carded figures there. I got some American Gladiators figures on card that just deserve to be seen. So I'm actually going to tack them up here. So I'm going to put these guys aside for now, so that they can be shown off. All right, I got a couple more little carded weapons packs that can just go back here. They can just be backdrop filler stuff. It's fine. That's going to fall. All right, let's get these in here. And yep, everything's going to fall. That's how we do it. All right. All right, we got to move stuff out to put stuff in. This stuff goes in. It's really a mess, isn't it, guys? Okay. Okay. Now, we're going to try to get as many figures as we can into this very tight display area. We don't have a ton of Rambo figures. We don't. And we're going to utilize the vehicles. Okay, so we're going to put some of the figures in the vehicles. We're going to put a figure on the motorcycle, and that's going to hopefully get every single Rambo figure into this tight little section. All right, so let me do that, and then I'll come back and show you. All right, guys, I don't know how we did it, but we did it. We got every single Rambo figure, every single every single vehicle, every single little boxed weapons pack that you might be able to see back there. We got it all into one shelf. And that's what we need to do. And, you know, again, if this was the beginning days of the collection, I would not be okay with this. I would be like, no, this is not, like, I can't see the figures. I can't see them enough. But, guys, what I want to accomplish down here overrides the fact that Rambo is not spread out over 2 shelves. It's okay. It's okay, right? I'm not completely, you know, in the market for new Rambo figures. Like, there are maybe 4 more figures that I need, super high priced, and they're not, you know, they're not on my priority list right now. The priority is getting the living room set up. So this is good. Now, we have a lot of space here. It's kind of a waste. If I could get some pegs and another shelf, I would divide that in half, but I'm probably going to I'm gonna call an audible. I'll be right back. I'm just going over here. What we're gonna do, because we've got space, is this is now our Karate Kid shelf, okay? So the Karate Kid Competition Center box is going in there. I'm going to pull the figures forward, and they're actually coming off another bookshelf. So we're making room. This is exactly what I wanted to do. Karate Kid is now going there. Figures are going to go in there. The Chuck Norris figures are going to go in here, and then Dallas. Oh no, wait! I've still got A-Team and Knight Rider stuff. All right, let's see how I work this. But we've already moved items from a third shelf over to here, so we're condensing, and that's exactly what I wanted to do. We're condensing, and it's gonna be great. I love this. This is good. This is working out. I'm back in positive mood. All right, let me do the Karate Kid figures. We'll be right back. All right, this is madness, but we've done it. Rambo, one shelf. Only 4 more figures to go. If I did pursue them, I don't need to. My life is okay without the 4 last figures, which are well over $100 a piece. We moved Karate Kid in every single figure there is. There are 2 or 3 more play sets. I'm okay without them. They weren't on the radar. Oh my God, we've done the impossible. We've actually added the Michael Knight car and the A-Team figures to the shelf. We just crushed 3 toy lines in one shelf. Guys, you may not think this is such a big deal. And to other humans who have real world problems, it's not that big a deal. This is not how I did stuff. This is not how I did toys. But if the end result, this is not how I did displays. If the end result is a overly satisfying oasis of an 80s living room, this is exactly what I needed to do, and I'm perfectly fine with it. So I have 2 more shelves to get Dallas stuff into. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to do something just totally nuts. We're going to add another toy line to that empty shelf. Which one, you say? Well, I'm out of the picture. I understand that. I know this is the equivalent of dead air on the radio, but you have to see what I'm doing. I am bringing over an entire shelf, and I'm hoping that this one piece will fit. We'll see. We might have to... I'm bringing over the Dukes of Hazzard stuff, and it's going in. So the Dukes of Hazzard stuff is now going to be displayed right here in its own little shelf. We have all the figures. Okay, so we have all the figures. I'm going to put those in a pile here. Let me go over there and get the last few remaining Dukes pieces. And this will be it. So the big old piggy bank will go in here. How did I have it? I had it. Let's see. We'll have to do it like that. That's all right. And then we'll put that vehicle there. That's how we're going to do it. We're going to move a third toy line. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 figure lines are in one bookshelf. That's absurd. That's not how I do things. But it's the way we have to do it if we want to pull off the room. And we have to pull off what the room is going to bring to me. So I'm going to finish the Dukes shelf. I'm going to finish the 2 Dallas shelves. We're good. We're done. I did more. I condensed more than I thought I would. This is going to be... I can already tell you right now, with the condensing and with the storage of plushies and little doodads and things, this is going to be awesome. Like I said before, I'm going to utilize the sides of shelves that aren't obviously going to have a shelf. So it might be this one, it might be one other that is going to have, the end of it displayed like this is. Wait, where am I? like this is. So there's going to be carded figures on the back of this, or on the side of this shelf. So, all right, using that philosophy, we're going to do this. We're going to do it. We're going to do it well. All right, I'll show you when I'll show you the final product when I'm done. I'll show you the shelf, and then we'll wrap up for tonight. All right, guys, shelf number 2 is done. So there you go. We've got the Ghostbuster shelf. We have the top of shelf number 2 with a lot of big space items. We have all of Rambo condensed. We have all of the Karate Kid, A-Team, and the Knight Rider condensed. We have Dukes of Hazzard getting their own shelf, and Dallas is actually getting 2 shelf love. So there's all of the Dallas stuff condensed, still displayed, still visible. And there we go, 2 shelves down and a lot of space already saved. So now, tomorrow, we're going to take down these pictures. We're going to move this end table out of the way, and we're going to get another shelf right in there. And the shelf that we're moving over is already bare. Okay, so we have the Chuck Norris line that needs to be displayed. The horror stuff that's stuffed in there, that's not going there. So that's already coming out. We have some starting lineup stuff. We have the Turtles down there. So I already have the entire top of a shelf for large items. So when the shelves give you this much room from bottom of shelf to ceiling, you have to pack that with larger items, right? So I don't know. We could do, like, this could be a G.I. Joe shelf. I could move the figures and use these these step cupboard organizer things. I could make this the G.I. Joe shelf, put it over here, add the big ticket boxes on top, and just clear that space. That's a huge possibility. This could be the G.I. Joe shelf right here. I might do that because that'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone. That'll take this shelf down, and it will give a space for these 2 items, and then there's a ton of G.I. Joe stuff up there that could also somehow get fit into these shelves. So I don't know. I think that could be. I don't know. We'll see tomorrow. We'll see what goes here. G.I. Joes could possibly go here. And then we can really start moving here. So, all right, that's that. There's the final look at the shelf. Day 2 in the books. Remodel in the books. We will be back probably tomorrow, maybe not, maybe Friday, maybe the weekend. But, we're clearing out space. The idea is to get from where that paneling stops all the way down is our living room so that we can enjoy the beast that's right across from it. Someday in the future, there's going to be a nice coffee table right here. This is going to be great. Hang in there. Let's do it together. I'm in a good place tonight. I'm thinking tonight is a big win for me. I was having doubts. But we got this all in here, and we're going to keep going tomorrow. All right, we'll see you soon. Good night now.